and match. She finally got a gun, and that will be AKM, but she don't get any sort of feeling. She was lucky at this momentum, but not her teammate. At this present momentum, her teammate could able to convert Sweetie, I guess Sweetie, yes, Sweetie into dot SP, but Sweetie with her shotgun S2 she did it all and make out that fight knocked in finish. Okay, baby Om is here without any of the healing item. Just Kulan is being ready with the very grenade, and there is the maximum chances of being knocked at this present momentum since she don't rely on any of the fine HP. Kulan is being ready with the grenade. Let's get ready. Both of them are being ready with that. Scores the grenade has already been thrown out, but that couldn't able to tell chance of fine connection as the projectile doesn't seems to be familiar with that. Another grenade is being cooked. Haber has to go for the shot. He has to find a better angle, I guess, but she is down. Got up at this momentum. Kulan is over here doing that healing up or boosting up job in this present scenario, which really feels fine at this momentum. But the trade is being winned, or C1 is winning that trade in this very basic situation for them. But it is really hard and harsh for the team ER. So let's see how the fight gonna be. Both the shots that was a fine connection of sorts, but baby Om finally found out a certain first aid, and she did heal up at this current momentum. She is back on the line. Let's see, could she able to get that revenge done for her one of the teammates, so called Mufara or not. That is a very question for us to have had. Let's get ready for that. She's being ready with the very sword gun. And then after that, one of the player, I guess Melody is coming up. But by this time, baby Om is looking after another angle. But there is really risky situation. There are over two players. This will be 1-1. But no, Kulan did it at the time. And another trade has been taken down by the team. But yeah, Sophia managed to knock a single player at this momentum, which will be our Sweetie. Scores the shotgun, could able to deal out a fine connection. Let's go for the fight. Last one is starting for this team, and oh no, Sophia also got knocked out at this momentum. Elsa will be the last and the least player. Stand by here. Let's get ready for that, and this goes the shots, and last and the least player also got exited from the lobby. So RIP will be the very thing to just call it as by now. Two the player got knocked out, but yeah, revival is possible. So that we can call it that team ER got exited without any of the points in the very first match. I guess as like the study match. I guess this was their starting in the very first at this current momentum. Okay guys, ASL को टिम हुनुहुन्छ and they are trying to go against FOAM मारिया जियासलाई नक पारेर अब बाँकी रहेका तीनटा प्लेयर्स रहनु भएको छ। यो सिचुएसनमा उहाँहरूले के कसरी के गरी manage out गर्नुहुन्छ त the very battle, the very matches and all of this stuff need to be just reconciled at the current momentum and just getting down in this very present scenario. It is sort of in this situation it is sort of hard to manage that revival. As I have to talk about that, Mikasa Jias is over here. ASL के कुरा गर्नु पर्दा ASL को लागि 4 minutes स्ट्यान्डिङ रहनुहुन्छ, जहाँ मैले हिजो नखेलेको प्लेयर एउटा को रहनुहुन्छ भन्दा बाजु प्लेज। बाजुलाई मैले चिन्छु है पर्सनल्ली भन्दा पनि यस पहिला फ्रेन्ड हुने गर्थ्यो वन्स अपन अ टाइममा, बट नट मोर। आई गेस उसले पनि मलाई बिर्सिसक्यो होला अलमोस्ट अ इयर ब्याक, बट आई डु नो हर। ASL दिवा रहनुहुनेवाला छ यतापट्टि, and अहिलेको सिचुएसनमा जस्ट होल्डिङ अफ द प्रेजेन्ट सिचुएटिभ कन्सर्न टु लुक आफ्टर इट, किनभने यो एकदम इसेन्सियल पार्ट रहेको छ एज म्यानर टु उनीहरूले स्टार्टिङ नक अथवा यतापट्टिबाट इनिसियल फाइन थिङ त गरे एउटा नक दिएर, बट लेटर अन टु प्लेयर रिभाइभल दिइसकेपछि अब बोथ अफ टिम अथवा बोथ अफ द टिम्स आर हियर इन वार सिचुएसन भन्नुहुन्छ भने एउटा डिफेन्डिङ सिचुएसन। डिफेन्ड गर्न एकदमै जरुरी छ यो पोइन्ट अफ टाइममा। ASL दिया रहनुहुन्छ, दियाले कसैलाई दिनुभएको छैन सर्ट्सहरू। FOAMको लागि एलाइस जियास इज ओभर हियर बाई दिस टाइम। मोस्ट अफ द प्लेयर्स आर अन द रुफ टप फर टिम नम्बर 3 FOAM. एलाइस जियास, मिकासा जियास and Maria Gias and Misa Gias will be the 4 men standing
for the team. Our 4 beautiful ladies for the team. Let's get ready. The eye is just getting back, I guess. As by now, to be she must gonna be in open for allies, but couldn't able to take that opportunity on time. It was not that sure as well to make out that knock in this very present situation. But let's see what will gonna be happening here and by now. Dia is just going back up for the team ASL. 4 players are over here. Only 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this very present scenario. For Mikasa Jazz is still here. Aber has to go for the shots but haven't been through it. That will be the very thing. ASL को लागि उषा बजु दिया त्यही हुनुहुन्छ. अझै पनि both of the teams are on their defending position, but HORAA have already been here. पोसुङ्की एरियामा आइसक्नु भएको छ. HORAA स्पोर्ट्स झर्रै गर्थ्यो उता अपार्टमेन्ट साइड्समा, जुन रोजकदेखि स्कुलदेखि अपार्टमेन्ट तिनटै एरिया खाली रहेको हुन्थ्यो. हिजोको दिनमा पहिलो गेमको च्याम्पियन टिम स्वरूपीमा पनि हामीले HORAA स्पोर्ट्सलाई देखिरहेका थियौँ. हिजोको दिनको कुरा गर्नुपर्दा चाहिँ उनीहरू अझै 3 वुमेनको साथमा खेलिरहेका थिए दबेरी देवान. बट डे 2 को स्टार्टिङ राम्रो छ, किनभने 4 मिनट स्ट्यान्डिङ साथमा उनीहरू ब्याक भइसके. भालको लागि भनेर लिलियुका लागि दिन पाइन्छ. 1:37 seconds left in this very present scenario. Haber has to get out of here in this very present situation, just looting out the essential elements that she need. Most of the essential elements and all of the stuff need to be just get concentrated at this momentum. There is another one vehicle as well, but she don't need that. I guess she is more comfortable with coupe rather than what is called as but for the team ASL दियाले the very first knock face गर्नु भएको छ. By which of the teams भन्नुहुन्छ भने 4M को teams manage out that sort of knock against the team ASL Dia. Just getting straight out of here. Let's get moving. 4M Maria just is on that front line and trying to get engaged in some sort of fights and all of the stuff. And okay, only 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this very present situation. Okay, one of the player ASL Usa also got knocked out at the space. There has been a casualty by this time, but Usa also got knocked out. Mikasa is just getting closer, but sadly Baju also got knocked out at this very present scenario. Okay, and then after that Usa also got finished out. By this time last place starting will be our Yoko, none other than not him but her. Yoko also got exited from the lobby, and team ASL got exited with nothing, with literally 0 points in the very first match. This is not a good match for them to be, and as like the yesterday match they got exited with 0 points. Only 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this very present. It's very concern for the team C1 as well. 4 players standing, and each and every of the players could able to contribute equal kills. That is 1-1 by their side in this very present situation. I am just looking after a team which was closer, and that was the team J. As for the team BZ as well, players are getting knocked. For the team BZ, one of the player Rain and Huri, both of them got knocked out at this very current stage to look after it, and 2 of the player got knocked out at the same place. They are fighting against this of the team, whereas they have started their match with 3 men, wherever one of the player has already got active with the sword. That player converted into dot HP, finally a knock, and full got knocked and finished at this current momentum. Last place starting will be a Bindi for real. For this very team, 3 players were available at the first stage, but by this time 2 of the players already got knocked and finished. Moreover, to be one of the players for the team BZ has been got knocked and finished, and another one player was knocked at that place. And then after that, leftover 2 players are trying for the revival. That makes a proper revival, and I have had gone with that the beautiful nade. 1 more player got knocked out at that place, and this will completely finish the team. As like I said, that could not be able to be happened at this current momentum. Bindi has to manage out 1v2. By this time, Priya is over here
getting ready with that certain grenade. This goes the molly, but couldn't able to connect a bit again. That of the player. PI is over here. It is really hard to manage out or revival at this momentum, but have already gone for that. Bindi is also in a certain panic situation in this very present scenario, and she is trying to go for the molly, but couldn't able to go for that. I think she's trying to just get into the rooftop, but bad thing for her is that Ren also got revived at this very present scenario. Cause Lily and HORAA just get into the fights. We have to reach out there in this very present scenario. This fight has been executed in the area of military base BLIZ. By this very time, the very first knocked out has been already revived out. The battle is between these of the teams, whereas Team HORAA is at on this offside lighthouse area, and Cats team are just looking after that breeze. I guess breeze is more risky than that of than that lighthouse,
since it is more open, as there is risks, but yeah, risks lead to results for sure to be. They are looking for the pathway. Katzmoli is over here reloading the situation at this very present momentum, just doing that healing up job, boosting up job in the collective. We have to talk about that. Katznorp is over here. Okay, by this after the time, player 3 HORAA is going for the shots. Okay, man has out one knock, but not by the team HORAA, but by the team 4am. Habit already contributed or converted that one knock into the finish as well. For the team HORAA Esports, player 4 converted into really low SP. She has to heal herself at this present momentum, but Bindi is also doing great. As I have to talk about that for the team BZ, it is being a very serious situation as Windy has managed out 1v3 against the team BZ. Team RYU are also getting closer in this very present scenario, but I don't think so they will directly get engaged in this of the fights. I don't see any of the interest of them to be here as like that for the team BAL. Two of the players got knocked out, whereas Boyd also got the knocked in finish at this very current momentum, and Wisdom will be the last standing in the revival. Yes, guys, the revival has been already initiated by Wisdom. I guess he will able to manage out all revival at a time, and then after that, no teams are coming closer for the or slamming. So I'm hoping that Wisdom will able to carry that. Another one player which is our so-called player Liliuka revived at the time. sxsq got into the very fights. I guess this is the very area. Whereas one of the players, and Melody, just got knocked out. But for the team Ari as well, Fine Sid K just got knocked out. And now we is over here. This goes the finish, the very first casualty for the both of the teams, but another one knock for the team Xian. But as like that, Kulan has managed out knock against NIKK. The revival job has already been initiated by the team Xian. Sweetie is just performing revival to that of the players. Ariana is hard to save at this momentum. There is a very risky situation at this current situative concern to look after that. 42 players and 14 teams were over here just loading that shot in shotgun at this very present situative concern for the team JS as well. 4 players are standing over here for the team HORAA Esports. 4 of the players are available as by now to be. Okay guys, and only 11 seconds in this very present situation. KATZEYE is over here. Haven has to go for the shots, but haven't been through it. Okay, 42 players and 14 teams are in this place trying to go for the shots in this very present situative concern. Only 1 minute and 14 seconds left in this very present scenario. For the team RYU as well, 4 minutes standing. Abby, IC, Jayajum, Celine will be the very 4 player for this spirit team. Only 1 minute and 4 seconds left for the another stage of the zone. As I have to talk about that, this is the very stage shot, and we have to go for the another stage of the zone. That will be stage 4 in some sort of second, less than 50 seconds. As I have to talk about that, player 3 HORAA Player 2 HORAA, player 1 HORAA, and all of the squad are over here. And the zone is been converted into the very stage 4th zone at this current momentum to just look after it. And 1:30 left in this very present scenario. Let's get moving with that. For the team BZ as well, the very last player is available at in this very place. So let's get ready for that. Windy Fair for real have had managed out 3 frag for her team solely. She will be the last in the list player as well as the solo fragger for the team who has contributed some sort of frags, which is 3 in number. Kaz Norby managed out on knock against HORAA Esports. One of the player got knocked and finished, but Norm also got finished out at this momentum. But the revival job for the team HORAA Esports need to be get started on time. One of the player has already been exited for the team KATZEYE, whereas another one player Shukal Moli also got knocked out at this place and trying for the finish. But Val is trying to steal out that kill. I guess Val will get that kill. But for the team HORAA Esports, they have to cross out this bridge on time. The only one thing, एक मात्रै कुरा के रहेको छ भन्दा नेपाली टिमलाई नेपालीमै भनौँ एउटा मात्रै कुरा के छ भन्दा उनीहरूको लागि खतरा भनेको चाहिँ उनीहरूले ब्रिज क्लियर गर्नुपर्छ जुन गाह्रो छैन. मोली पहिले नकआउट, अब आइएसलाई नकआउट पारिसकेपछि लिली विल बी द लास्ट प्लेस स्ट्यान्डिङ. दे ओन्ली ह्याभ टु मेक लिली अ क्याजुअलिटी बाई दिस टाइम टु मुभ ओभर हियर. काजको यो क्लच पश्चात चाहिँ HORAA स्पोर्ट्सलाई जोन सजिलो हुन्छ. बट भालको टिमले पनि के हदसम्मको गाह्रो पिरो पार्ने क्रम चालु रहँदैछ. बट उनीहरूले सर्ट दिइरहेका छन् कसको एगेन्स्टमा भन्दा काजको एगेन्स्टमा नै SASSYको टिमको लागि. यतापट्टि one of the player already got exited, and then after that another one player to get knocked out as was our player so-called Bam Sassy. But the revival has been already started. Early Sassy and Unji Sassy is here without 1-1 kills, and Sassy have had got 2 frag on her own. So let's get moving. For the team number 15, 4 of the players are available in this very case. Team RYU are here closer and ready for the battle. What is this? Why is PUBG Mobile so popular in India? This is not India, brother. This is Nepal, okay? That will be fine. This is PUBG Mobile, Esports, and early SASSY is over here. Let's go for the swords. Abra has to be ready to disclose the swords, but no. Jamil just managed out a vehicle knock. Last one is trying to disclose the swords and nice knock, and that will be the finishing cause as well. Ali SASSY arrived on time, but it is really hard since second player also got knocked out, and the very last player has also been exited from the lobby, and team SASSY got exited and has stacked 2 bill. For the team FOM, Foreman is standing. They have already got that certain 5 kills, whereas 3 frag has been contributed by the solo player not Misaka, but Maria have had also managed out 1 frag for her team or contributed. Misa have had another frag for the team, and RYU. For the team RYU, it has been a difficult scenario to handle it out since one of the player already got knocked and finished by the team, and left players are in such a hard and hard situation. And for the team FOM standing, one of the player was already knocked at that space, and another one also player got knocked out, and I guess the very last player will be this. Trying to go for the Abraham to go for it. Oh, first knock, yes, nice knock. Another one knock, Abraham to go for the 1v2, 1v3, but couldn't able to do more than that. But FOM is doing really great, as their certain fight has been, or their game has been started from the area of Pochingi, whereas at the first stage they have exited the certain team so-called ASL. Then after that, by this time they have exited another one team, that was our team RYU. So that they could able to grab out such 8 kills by killing 2 of the squads in a row, and that is a very fine thing that we must need to talk about, not later on but by now. Player 4 HORAA is over here. 3 of the player already got knocked and finished at this very space, as there will be the availability of the very last one, and that is our player so-called player 4 HORAA, as by now to be the very team who was champion for the day 1 in the very first match. By this time they are struggling to get inside of that certain #8 position जुन पक्कै पनि राम्रो चाहिँ होइन. हिजोको दिनको च्याम्पियन टिम पहिलो गेम निकाल्ने टिम्स आजको दिनमा #8 भित्र आउन नै दुःख परिरहेको छ. द्याट वाज नट अ गुड फ्याक्ट टु कल इट एज. भालको लागि भनेर डोम स्टार्निङ दुईटा प्लेयर नकटेन फिनिस. क्याट्स इज जस्ट गेटिङ इन्टु द ब्याटल. आई गेस दे अल्सो गट exited from the lobby for the team RE. Last place standing, but RE is one of those team who are consistent no matter what. As in the very various match they got secured #2. I don't think so they have had got any of the chicken dinners, but I think they are at on top 4 in the results. I must need to check it out after this certain match, but let's see. Last 8 teams are competing for the chicken dinner, just throwing out a smoke to make out a certain cover on the upper ground area where she will be seen by the enemy. For the team SSSQ, Proprietor just got knocked out outside the zone, and it will be a very rubbish decision if they try to revive it out. It is really hard to get into the very zone. I guess their life will be finished outside the zone. Last place standing will be our Proprietor. She also got exited outside the zone, but they got into #8, so they could be able to grab out one point, but not more than that. They got exited without any of the frag points. For the team RE, last place standing is over here. For this spirit team, they have already grabbed out 2 frag points. Moreover, they got into the #6, so they could be able to grab out more 2 points as a placement as well. And for the team EA, players are getting knocked. Okay, not player also got knocked out. This place, last place starting will be a babbling. That will be nice knock. Okay, Moyan is also getting closer. At this current momentum, it is really hard to manage it out. One of the players for the team, they are over here, but she got exited by the upper ground team. That was our team, so-called ONYX, and they are doing really great. They have had already grabbed about 11 frag, double-digit kill points for them to have had, and this is a very great thing to have had in the very first match. As we can talk about that, the very first match will be the base match that create a base for the teams to just continue their legacy in the remaining of the matches. If they do good, they will definitely be motivated, confident for the upcoming matches. If they do bad, then same happen to another of the matches and the confidence will be low. For sure to be, let's get moving. For the team ZS, I guess the very last duo man is standing, but Zoe is just getting up in this very present scenario. Zoe just got knocked out by Foya Misa. Misa is over there trying for the reflex by the Zip, but couldn't able to do that. So for this spirit team, they have had already grabbed about 2 well frags, and they are more likely to get this game down on their side, according to their aggression, according to the normal advantage or whatever you may be called it as. For the team C, and last one is starting, but they have also grabbed out a fine frag. This is 10 in number, double-digit kill points. They have already make an exit for the team 4M, which is the aggressive team in the lobby by now. Trying to go for the shots. The player has already been converted into a dot SP. So let's get ready for that. Khulan just got knocked out by player 4. Last place for the team HORAA Esports is doing fine at this pace. Khulan will definitely gonna be finishing, and that kill comes to HORAA. Last 2 teams are over here. Player 4 HORAA has to do that 1v2 battle if she got engaged in the very fight in this situation. As the last player, it is really hard since the very third player has also got revived out of that situation. Maria is just coming closer. 2 of the players are getting ready with the grenade, just trying for the healing up job. At this momentum, haven't already done that. One of the player already come out over there. That will be the instant knock-in finish. 1v2 left it for the team HORAA Esports to get this second hitter on their side. Last 2 minutes starting. Abraham to open the shot. That will be a very fine shot against that player. 1v2, and we are looking for the 1v3. Cool player for HORAA can pull out this clutch. Beautiful clutch in the side. Let's go. Cool, they able to continue their legacy to last but the least. The player has already been revived, and this is the very 1v2 at the last stage. But yeah, she did a very great job
player for HORAA. Hats up, that was beautiful. But yeah, at that momentum, she had several disadvantages like normal disadvantage, additional disadvantage, and moreover the hill disadvantage. The slanted area disadvantage got her at that momentum. Rather than that, she's doing really fine. But for now, to be congratulations to the team FOYAM for this beautiful second inner. Misa will be the top fragger with 6 frags, and this is the very first match which has already been done. So we will meet you at the very next game. Till then, if you are new to the very channel, please make sure the like and subscribe button. That will be more than good to look after. We'll be right back after a break. Please make sure the like button and subscribe button at this momentum. Okay, guys, the very second game of the day has been already started, or this will be the very sixth match for the event. Day 2, second match, sixth match in overall has been already started. The map of none other than Miramar itself, one of the team, are absent compared to the last match. That was the map of as I have to talk about that, which was the very last match. That was, yes, for sure to be Wrangle. And अहिलेको अवस्थामा let's just get down. And they're just getting down in this very present scenario. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in this very present scenario. Ari finds it and 3 women. But I guess in the very last day, the day before, in the second match, there are 4 number of players for this very certain team. But by this time, there are only 3 players. But one thing that is fine for this very team is they know how to grab an average point of 5 to 6 points. They are always there to grab sorts of the points in whatever will be that situation. In each and every situation, they know how to grab out points in their side, and that is the very fact that we must need to consider at this current stage of the time. And as I have to talk about that, this was the very second match of the day, and for the team, KATZEYE is over here with the 4-man squad at this present momentum. HORAA Esports is here. Player 2, player 3, player 4, and player 1. They got exited at #2, but I must need to say that the player 4 was brilliant in the very last match. Last match में एकदमै राम्रो, एकदमै फाइन प्लेयर भनेको मलाई प्लेयर 4 लागिरहेको थियो. त्यो क्लच yes, for sure to be miss भयो, किनभने several disadvantageले गर्दा पनि हो. At that momentum, and it was really high. I don't gonna be lying that, but that was a nice try, I must have to say that. है त राम्रो कोसिस थियो है. And okay, guys, only 40 seconds left in this very present situation for the team ER. 4 players are over here at this current stage of the time. Only 30 seconds left, and we have to go for the another stage of the zone. That is the very fact that we must need to consider at this current stage of the time. Hi Sony, big fan. Who is Sony Saugat? And North fight is over here by this very time, and they're just getting ready at this very present situation concern to just look after it. Only 10 seconds left in this very present scenario for the team JS as well. 4 of the players are available over here. JS Zip, JS Simi, JS Zoe, JS Zip will be the 4 players that were over here at on this stage of the time. Okay, guys, then after that we have to talk about only 4 minutes and 19 seconds left for the teams to just loot and retreat from this area in this very given context, and that will be the very fact that we must need to consider at this current stage of the time. Only 4 minutes left in this very present scenario, and we have to go for the another stage of the zone by the time of how many times? I must have to say less than 4 minutes, not seconds. Just getting ahead, just moving ahead at this time. Abra has to get up. I guess the zone is on their side, so they need not need to worry about the zone. They must have to worry about their placement, their fine stages, and the consistent legacy that they have had to build to win out this certain 4 days event.
Okay, just moving ahead, James is over here for the team RYU. Celine have had managed out the very first kill for the team. Only 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in this very present scenario to talk about it. We are trying to go for the constant shots, but couldn't able to manage one any of the fine knock at this space. But they are just keep on trying. NIKK is at on that downside. Elsa was also there at on this very present situative concern. Let's just get ready. Only 2 minutes left for the another stage of the zone close encounter. And a busy Mimic, busy Huri, busy Pia, busy Mimic already got knocked in place. One of the player for the Spirit team uh, had been absent in this very of the matches. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this very present scenario, and we are going for the another stage of the zone. That will be our stage 2. And by this time another team has already got exited, but that was team number 14, a solo player for the team ABRUPT players. I don't know the reason behind their not joining the certain match, which is really new at this current momentum to talk about it. Okay, and by this very time they are just moving ahead at this very present scenario. Busy Huri, busy Pia, Mimic already got exited for the Spirit team, but they got started their match with 3 men only. Since because of that, one of the player is absent for the Spirit present situation, and one of the player already got exited. So last 2 men standing are there for the domain domination, as we can call this as that. And okay guys, team cards are moving ahead at this time for the team EA Babblings, EA Newsy, EA Ari, EA Paisu standing. Okay, Lily is facing some sort of search, but she had also managed a knock, but she had got knocked out by Paisu. Equal trade for the both of the teams, but yeah, somehow EA is winning this trade since they have knocked out 2 of the player for the enemy team, whereas Babbling is still knocked at this momentum, but one of the player already been here for the revival job. 2 of the player knocked out at this place, nor just got closer for the revival job, and Newji is trying to go with that Mori. She had already thrown that out, but let's see, will it be effective or not. One of the player is at on the back hand side to manage out shot and cover, going with that constant grenade. Could not able to deal any of the fine damages at this current stage of the time. The player has already been revived for both of the teams. For the team EA, one of the players, and for the team KATZEYE, one of the player has just faced out revival. For the team KATZEYE, another one player knocked Lily haven't has been rescued at all. At this time, the grenade landed at a very fine place, but till then another 2 player got knocked out. 3 of the player got knocked out at the same time. So last place standing will be a As. She have to do whatever she can do to save her team. In this particular scenario, she is the last hope for the team, trying to go for the shots, but yeah, Aries just carried out the whole game at the last stage, and they'll just win out this fight without any of the casualty, whereas the very fragger will be our Ari and Paisoi in this situation, whereas Babbling and Neozi were here without any of the frag point. But that was a really nice fight by the team. At the first stage, the enemy team took out the very first trade as a knock of the player so-called Babbling, but at the last, they got this fight on their side, and that was really impressive. The pressure management, the team coordination was top notch at this momentum, but let's see. They are just getting moving ahead. The zone has already been converted. EI Azar was the center of the zone in this very present situation. Only 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this very present spirit console to just look after it. We have to talk about that not later on, but bye now. And EA Babbling is just getting moving ahead. 4 kill has been already carried out by this certain team. Player 1 HORAA. For the team HORAA Esports, 4 players standing as it is. Player 2 HORAA, player 3 HORAA, player 4 HORAA, and player 1 HORAA are available, and they are just moving straight forward. In the very first match, they have got a fine double-digit points with some sort of 8-9 kills, and then after that they got exited at #2, which definitely give them 6 points as a placement point as well. which is a very fine thing to call it as in this very present scenario, and that is roughly a very fine situation for the team. So let's just get moving. I'm seeing C1 team at on the top side area. पूरे स्पोर्ट्स बताया रहेगा साइड क्लास and swords, and that will be the very fine knock. राम्रो knock छ त्यहाँ यो current situation मा. And player one knock the player out, but rather than that, already got into the very fights, whereas player 4 will be the trade. See, and Sweetie is getting ready the grenade and throw that out, but the projectile seems to be accurate and manage out another one knock for the team. Player 2 is in low HP. The revival need to be done on time, and player 3 HORAA is getting back for the revival job, whereas the very enemy team are coming closer for the push, as we could able to do that. And beautiful spray, but that spray was fine, but nobody managed that knock at this place. And okay, Melody just got knocked out, but player 2 HORAA got in the line of spray, and she also got knocked. Looking for the shots, but no. Player 4 also got knocked out at this very present situation. The revival is being down over here. The fight is being almost against the team HORAA. The healing of job however has already been done. Last one standing for the team 2 of the player already got knocked and finished. As we have to talk about that, कि उनीहरूले पहिलो ट्रेड त निकालेका थिए, बट मोरोबर अगाडि बढ्ने क्रममा अलि गाह्रो भयो. But yeah, guys, the Val Voided live, one of the player for the team Val just got knocked out by the team EA. They have got into the very second fight, as their first fight was against which of the teams? I just forgot them, but yeah, let's just look after the current fighting scenario, which is happening at this very current momentum. That will be a knock at that place, and Babley is going against Void. It has already got knocked out, and Babley just managed out that finished as well. This will be the 5th kills. I'm looking after the 6th one as well. Last place standing is over here, where one of the player for the team EA has been killed or made as a casualty by the team Val, and they are doing really fine. Let's get closer for the battle. Let's go for it. This will be the shot, this will be the second shot, this will be the third shot, and that will be the knock. So we have had already drawn 1v2. Last 1v2 battle is left over here. The first deploying process has already been started, but one of the players is already here trying to go for the shots or trying to go for the 1v3, but that couldn't able to be successfully succeed at this momentum, and that is the very thing that we must need to. Okay guys, babbling is over here. Last one is standing for the team. They have already win out 2 of the battles. At the first battle they haven't lose any of the players, but in the second one they have to lose 2 of the players by the solo player himself for the team Val. No ma'am 10 and did it all by her own. And so is SASSY. Albert managed out one of the player knock at that space. Let's get ready and go over here. RYU team is over here. यो टिमको लागि भनेर द भेरी पहिलो प्लेयर स्पाइरी नक 10 फिनिस हुँदैछ. अब अन्तिम दुईटा प्लेयर स्ट्यान्डिङ भइसकेको अवस्थाले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ सिनारियो यो हिसाबले कन्भर्ट आउट गराइदिइसकिएको छ. त्यो कुरालाई भन्न पाइन्छ यो करेन्ट मोमेन्टममा. ERको team are just getting closer for the battle. This will be the very first knock by real analyst. And another one here, and that is a good trade, but for the team RE there is the ability of the very last one player, and ER team just managed out the exit for the enemy team RE in this game at #11. And by this very time only 10 teams left. One of the player has been already been revived, and another one player is looking after the revival. The healing of job must have been started for that one player, and have already done that healing of job. Last 10 teams are over here. For the team HORAA Esports, last one is standing. 2 of the player got exited at the initial fight, as we can see that was against the team CM, and that is the very thing to just look after it. Our has to get moving with that the very vehicle approach at in this very present situated concern. And player for HORAA is showing us some of the card tricks for which we are not interested on. We are interested on the battles, the clutches, the momentums, not on that certain emoji, not emoji, but emote showing. So, okay, guys, for the team AFR, three of the player are available, whereas one of the player for this very team is absent in this very present scenario. And Mindy AFR is just crossing the ocean for one who couldn't able to cross a river for her. Okay, guys, that was a joke, but yeah, never mind. Cindy Affair and Mindy Affair are going together in sort rotation, which was really odd to see like that, but that was fine. They are not being looked after by any of the teams, so they are safe and secured by this period time. And let's just see that how they're gonna be managing out the total battle at this current situation. In the affair, they're just getting moving ahead. The zone will be converted into the fourth zone by the time of 13 second, and by this time less than 10 second. We have to talk about that. For the team SASSY, 4 players standing, they have had already grabbed out 3 frag, where 2 of the frag has been contributed by the player Sohi SASSY herself, and Bam SASSY have had grab out 1 frag for the team. Aber has to go for the shots, but haven't been through it. RYU Jasmus got knocked out by ER. Baby Om is over here. She have had to heal herself out in this very present situative concern to just look after it. The energy drink pickling situation has been already started. The healing up job has been already started in this very time. So let's just get ready how they're gonna be managing out the very battle. Yeah, Baby Om is over here at on the top side area for the team RYU. One of the player already got knocked out, but the revival job have had already done. Okay, guys, have rest to get moving. RYU IC is over here. Only 1 minute left in this very present scenario for the team JS as well. 4 player were here, but sadly one of the player felt a casualty. So last 3 player are playing for the victory for sure to be Zone एकदम सानो भइसकेको छ. We have to talk about that. And for the team SASSY, 4 जना players standing भएदा पनि they have already grab out the 3 frags. Babbling रहनु नि वाला छ. Babbling got knocked out, but I don't think so that the finish will be that easy. Yeah, that was easy, but both of the teams color were same, so I got a little confused over here. But the team E8 the last in the list player also got exited from the lobby. SSS just win out this battle on their side, but one of the player for this spirit team have had already got knocked out, but the revival job had already been started at that current momentum. For the team affair, last 2 minutes standing, one of the player already got knocked and finished, but in the very last match, Bindi was the one, and Unjisas is at on that space. Only 45 seconds left in this very previous spirit constant to just look after it. And player 3 HORAA just got knocked out by the team RYU, and Celine have had manager 3 frag for the team. If the player are here with the taking the frag points, rather than that only Sassy just got knocked out at this space, and the revival is easier, but they are also facing some sort of shots by where I guess FR over the team that are giving a constant shot against that certain players at this of the momentum. Cindy FR is getting ready. Only 12 seconds left for the another stage of the zone. That will be our stage 5th. And stage 5th will be dangerous than we ever thought. Let's get ready for that. RYU is facing the damages of stage 4th, which is not so good. The revival, I guess, that will not be successfully succeeded at this momentum, as like I mentioned out, the only fragger who have had contributed such number of frag, which is 4 in number. Abby is also getting exited outside the lobby, and that was the mistake that they have done, and that is the very fact they need to get exited outside the zone at this momentum. Only 22 players and 7 teams were available at this space. Suicide just got knocked out at this very present scenario. For the team BG, last place starting will be our Pia. knocked. Two of the player already got knocked and finished, whereas one of the player for the Spirit team was absented at this current situation, which make such of this situation at this very present scenario. Just moving ahead, I've had to manage out this game on their side. Okay, they are just getting moving ahead at in this very present scenario. 1:37 seconds left in this very present situation to just look after it. How they're gonna be managing out the very battle. That will also be the thing to talk about and look after. Never has to get ahead of that. Here Elsa also got knocked out at this space, and that will be the last one, and that last player also got exited from the lobby at this current stage. They have had already managed on 4 frag, and 4 of the players are available as it is at this very present situative constant to just look after it. For the team SASSY Sports, 4 players standing. They are here with 4 kills. Windy affair, and only 24 seconds left in this very present scenario, less than 20 seconds left in this very present situative constant. As I have to talk about that, this was the stage 5th at this current momentum, and we definitely haven't had to go for the another stage of the zone by this time. So let's see how they're gonna be managing over that. Trying for the swords, and the player already got knocked out at this space, but the revival will be a idiotic decision to make it out. They have to look after the zone at this momentum, since revival is not associated at this condition. This goes the sword, so he says he just got exited from the lobby. Only 16 players and 6 teams are available. Cindy Affair got knocked and finished at this very point. Bindy Affair will be the very last player for this Spirit team, but they have already got into Aztec 5, which means that they could be able to grab out 3 placement point and 1 point as a frag point, and that was a true thing. Okay guys, they are just moving ahead. Constant swords are against them. Okay guys, players are facing some sort of difficulties at this very present scenario. Are trying to go with that the very smoke with the very shots. Yes, Zoe is just burning out on that molly, and I think Zoe will face finished over here. But yeah, there is the very knock one in this very present scenario. The engineering taking job has already been started. They have just to move out of the situation as soon as possible. For the team Jayas, Jeep is over here. Windy Affair is at on the downside area, and it is really hard and harsh for her to just manage out over here. But Team Jayas aren't looking after them. Not them against her. I have to say that there are 13 players and 5 teams were over here. Only 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this very present scenario to look after it, and she's just getting up on that stretch and manage that knock against their Zabe, and that was fine for her but bad for the enemy, as by now to be it is not being that much easier for the team to just carry it out. Windy Affair need to just move on from here, being thrown out at the situation. For the team Sassy, Duoman is standing on this. Sassy also got knocked out. Last place standing will be our Bam Sassy. For the team KZ as well, Sassy, 3 of the player were available at this stage, whereas one of the player already got knocked in place. They have already grabbed out that shot in 6 kills, but Zinni managed out another one knock at the space, and KSI is just looking after the team Sassy but couldn't able to go for it. But one of the player for the team sxsq managed out knock at the space, and Doni is over here and she is trying for the revival
through Zini, but grenade are coming constantly against them, which is making a really hard and hard situation as it's got momentum, but somehow they are safe. But Keisa is no more safe in this present scenario. She got knocked outside the zone, and I guess there will be finish. And another one player Ryan also got knocked out. As the shots. One more kill has already been picked up, but not more than that. For the team SASSY, last one is time. They have to go against the team SSSQ. Zeb is also facing some sort of shots at this moment. We never know which team's gonna be winning out this battle. Joey also got knocked out, so not definitely Zeb. For the team Zayas last standing, they are trying to go against the team SSSQ. They are at on the very same area. Okay, nice one. Two of the player has already been knocked out. This will be 1v2. Another one grenade. If she have had, then this will be a clutch 1v3 clutch against the team SSSQ. But I don't seem it doesn't seem accurate. But she have had one. She finally decided to go with that, trying for the constant molly, throwing it out here and there. Okay, the player has already been revived, but for the team, JS, it is hard to revive that one player at this current scenario. And this will be the beautiful grenade against her. Last two teams were over here. SSSQ got the number, but one of the player for this team is knocked out, so not really a number. But the battle zone has already been started. 3v2 battle need to be cooperated, but by this time 1v2 for the team SSSQ. They have only one player. For the team SASSY, they have two player, and OG have to get closer since SASSY got the zone, got the upper ground. Bandits will be the very source. She could able to convert the very first player into happy, but at the last, SASSY will be the very team to grab out this fine game chicken dinner with 10 kills. So in total, they have to grab out 20 points. 10 point as a chicken point and 10 point as a frag point. That was a fact, and this will be the very second match of the day and last two matches left. Top fragger will be our player Bam SASSY with 7 frags. Thank you so much. We'll be right back after a break. Okay, guys, the very third game has already been started, and this will be the very match of Rondo map. Whereas 15 teams are competing, which is other for the second dinner, and there is two life for each and every place. There are two lives, and there is option of recall, which means to have had a two life. The recreation is possible as like the evented match in the classic. As you can talk about that in this very present scenario, the match has already been begin. So let's see how does the game just moving out. Like the loading out process has already been executed in this very present. It's very concerned to look after it. So how they're gonna go for that? That will be the very factful fact to look after it. And loot part process has already been executed by the teams, and that is a sort of really essential part of thing to do by now and right now, and that will be the very factful thing to just talk about it. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in this very present scenario. This is the very stage 1, and we have to go for the another stage of the zone. That will be stage 2 by some sort of time that really come out in this momentum. So let's just see. They are down over here. The looting up process has been already started, but for this very present situation concern, players are being in this downside area, as we have to talk about that not later on but by now. And I'm just hoping for the best in this very present concern to just look after it. Chaos Genie also got knocked out in this very present scenario. Okay, one of the players just got knocked out at on this present situative concern to look after it, and that is the very true fact to just look after it. And let's just get ready. Players are getting knocked in this present scenario. Whoever has to go for it. Players are getting down for the team C, and 3 players standing, not 3 but 4 of the players are standing as it is at on this space. So let's just get ready for this. And Haber has to go for the shots. Player are getting closer for the team Chaos. That 1-1, but Keisa missed it up, and she got knocked and finished. But the recall job is being doing by Doine. They have already run that, and the player has just faced that revival on time. This was already the essential part of the game. Till now for the team Kals, one of the player got knocked out, but they have had also grab out 1 frag for the team. For the team VG, Pia will be the very second player to get knocked out at this stage, and that is not being fine. Last place standing will be our Mimic. She will be the last hope for the team. She is responsible for managing out the certain recall job at this current momentum. As I'm looking after her, she don't have any of the heavy consumables to heal herself out on time. As on this very present situative constant to just look after it, and that was a very true thing to just look after it. We must need to get ready at this current situation, and for sure to be I'm hoping for the best, and we are just waiting out for it. Goes the shots, and his Mimic will be the very player to get exited at on this stage of time. That was not so fine at this current momentum. The reloading of a job has already been started, and they are doing that in this very present situation. This is the very second last match that is being played, but by this time one of the player not one of the player but one of the whole team got exited, and that was the team so-called VG Sports. They got exited without any of the points. Although they have 2 lifespan, they couldn't able to use it out properly, since they couldn't able to perform that recall out job at the time. For Mkulai Misajias is over here. Where is the team? Okay, for this very game, HORAA Sports haven't joined. As I have to talk about, oh no, HORAA Sports have had joined, but not ABRUPT Slayers ASL. Don't join this match in the very last match, and the map of none other than Miramar itself. Only 1 player for that certain team have had joined, but by now no any 1 player for the team ABRUPT Slayers join this match. I guess this is because of Lakshmi Puja for sure to be. They have to be ready for that. Bindy Affairs just got knocked and finished at this current stage, and just moving ahead
And in this very presence is very concerned to just look after that. That is a very true fact to just call it as. They are just getting straight out of here, just moving out of this situation, just getting themselves a fine and fine space to just relay on. And in this very present situation to just talk about it, and we are being ready at in this very present is very concerned to just look after it. And ENOG is over here. ER maybe is here at this very space, and the hammer has to just get moved out of this area on time. They're trying for the finish, and this will be the finish as I have to talk about that. And this is the very second kill for them to have had. And only 1 minute and 9 seconds left in this very present scenario. Hammer has to go with that. Here, Baby Worm is getting straight ahead of it, and by this period time only 50 seconds left for the another stage of the tournament. We are being absolutely ready for that fact, and only 53 players and 14 teams are available in this very situative concern to just look after it. And I guess they are trying to go against the team EA. For the team, the very first player will be Belgium, just got knocked out for the enemy team. Baby Worm is at a dot SP, and that makes a knock, and that will be 1-1. But Red is being winning out by the team none other than EA at on this college stage. For the team ER, players are getting knocked, and there is the ability of the very last one. That will be out none other than Elsa, but Elsa is on here. Where was she? Elsa is trying for the recall job or something like that. Which internet is being connected? Okay, that was a fine internet, but it is giving all sort of high ping. But okay, that has been managed out by this time. Here Elsa is over here, just looking here and there for a better angle, but she has to remember that one fact that she is the last one, and she is the only responsible body for the recall and all of the job that need to be done in future, and she is the future for this spirit team. All the team, all the recall job, all the points are being really on her at on this stage. Elsa is facing continuous assault, but she is somehow safe. But she has to be safe from the team KATZEYE, which is at on the front line on her rotation. It will be a very difficult situation to just stop over here. I think she's just looking for a certain, I have to say that, recall tower to recall her player out in this situational difficulties. She's just moving ahead with that coup, looking for the recall. I guess she will definitely go over here for the recall. It is really an open recall where no enemies are looking by at this stage. If she could able to manage out that recall on time, then it will be a very fine thing for the team, for her and her teams, and it is really a necessary job to do by now. 14 teams available, 50 players are here as it is in a line. 1 15 seconds left in this very present scenario, and at this stage of the tournament we have stage third. For that purpose, we are definitely being ready. At in this very current situation, this is the shot against KATZEYE. She is facing some sort of shots by the team HORAA Esports. HORAA Esportsले के हदसम्मको सर्ट्सहरू चाहिँ त्यहाँ प्रोभाइड आउट गर्दै थियो। अहिलेलाई उनीहरू तयारी अवस्थामा पनि लागिरहेका छन्। एज बाई नाउ टु बी पहिलो गेम राम्रो गरेका थिए, अघिल्लो गेम पनि फाइन नै भनौँ, not that bad, not that good as well, but by this time 4 minutes standing but without any of the frag points. That is being some sort of unfine situation to talk about it. Will be the very player with an orb. They have already grabbed out that certain 4 kills for the team, whereas 3 of the frag has been contributed by the solo player Norb, and another 1 kill by KATZEYE. Misa is facing some sort of swords. KATZEYE is over here at this space. The bandaging of job has already been started. Abra has to move in with that. in this very presence is very concerned to just talk about it. The bandage applying process has already been started for this very certain team. They are just moving out of this rough and tough situation. And for the team KATZEYE, Genie just got knocked out on this area, and that will be the very finish. Last three players standing. KATZEYE Dwayne is over here. Only 7 seconds left in this very present scenario to go for it. KATZEYE Pesa is at on that space. Hammer has to go straightly over here, and the basic fight need to be started on time. Only 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this very present situative concern to just look after it. The refill up job has been already started for the team KATZEYE Dwayne. The zone has already been converted, and this is the very stage start, and we are going for the stage 4 by the time of 10 seconds. So we must have to be ready for that. In this very present situative concern, this is the very stage start, and we have to go for the another stage of the zone. That will be our stage 4th. Okay, KATZEYE Dhoni is over here, 3 players standing. C1 Boila is over here. CN Khullan, CN Boila. That was a very fine shot against that Nomin. One of the player already got knocked out, where Boila scores the constant shots against Ari. Slot number 18 was over there. 49 players and 14 teams are available over here at in this space. Only 40 seconds left. And for the team ER, for the team CN as well, Khullan just got knocked out at this space. Are you ready at this current scenario? Yeah, 49 players and 14 teams are. Okay guys, yes, Zeb is over here. Jimmy is on a very low SP, but she did heal up at the right time for the team RYU. One of the player has just got knocked out at this space. Not only one, but 3 of the player at the same time. Last place standing is just reviving of the very player, whereas one of the players just finished, and another player was over here. They got only 1 minute left in order to go to the zone. 49 players and 14 teams are over here at this situation. The bandage applying process has already been started for this certain team, so let's get moving with that. And that is the very factful thing that we need to just consider at the given time period. Being ready with that, the very grenade hammer has to go with that. This will be the very grenade will get connected at the space, and that was a grenade against that player. UIC is over here, and Chief is standing. One of the player already got knocked in this at this very IC also got knocked out. Last room is standing. Only 1 kill they have gotten at this current momentum. System is at that downside, but Jay also got knocked out. But Abby also got finished from the lobby, and only 13 teams left over now. Only 13 teams are over here, and by the time we have had 41 players and 13 teams remaining in the lobby. The shots against the boiler, she got into the not as me, but yeah, that was not a miss. That was a very fine knock. Yeah, we must have to say that. 3 players standing for this spirit team. This is the very stage 4, and next stage of the zone will be more dangerous than they ever thought. Stage 5 is the deadliest zone, and the starting of the deadliest zone, as we could say that. Definitely, why not? Last place standing for this spirit team was our RYU, and she's also facing difficulties in order to not survive. It is really hard for her to do that too, but Sui is just getting closer. He's making some sort of cover out of that smoke, but that just started to fade. But yeah, at this very time she also got access by the team. Sanchez is getting closer. They have already grabbed about 5 kills for the teams, and they are trying to go against KATZEYE, and I guess our certain location hasn't been exposed yet. Being ready with that the very timer bomb scores at the space, but that couldn't able to connect or deal any of the fine damages against this of the players. JB just got closer, and for the team KATZEYE will be the last standing, and that was our Lily. She have to get into the very zone. The zone has already been converted, and for the team SSSQ, this is a sort of fine zone for them to have it. But
it is easy for the team EA as well in order to get into the very zone at this current stage. But for the team HORAA Esports, one of the player already, not one but two of the player already got exited in this very present situative concern, which is not so fine for the team HORAA Esports. Last room standing, they have had already grab out 5 kills, but in this situation, two of the player who just contributed to frag by their side, they got exited. So last room standing with over here for the team HORAA Esports. Roman is standing, they are trying to go against the team SSSQ, but this will definitely a hard job, but not for HORAA player 4. She is also managing out the very valuable contenders in front of them. That was the team SSSQ, and by this time the really fine decision making out by player for HORAA is that being ready to go out of this space with the help of vehicle. They need to have at a zone. They don't got it at the first, but by this time for the team Zayas, players are getting knocked out. Not just knocked, but that makes a finish, I guess, for the team Zayas. I guess very last place standing is just trying to revive one of the teammates who just got knocked out. And in this particular stage, they have got 2 frag and they got into the hashtag 9, so they only have had 2 frag, 2 point in their points table. Moreover, to be one team to get exited in order to get that sort of placement point on the side. So let's just see how they're gonna be managing out of this battle. Let's get moving with that. Constant Sword is coming against them. They are just holding up in this very present situation. For the team SSSQ as well, players are getting knocked. 1-1. Zeb got knocked out at this current stage. Our last place standing will be our Zeb. She also faced the constant shots by player for HORAA, and that makes an exit. We have had 19 teams, not 19 teams, but 19 players and 7 teams at this present situation. Just Zeb got exited. Only SASSY will be the last place standing. Let's get ready for that. RYU also got knocked out at the space. The revival has already been started for the team so-called SASSY. Last place standing is over here and she's trying to go for the revival, and they got the time but not got a safe space to revive that player out on this very present scenario. The smoke must be fade out as by now to be the smoking being faded out in this very present scenario, and with that fading out, the team SASSY got eliminated from the lobby by the team EA as they got a open area to shoot them. As the SASSY is facing some sort of difficulties through that constant shots by babbling for the team EA. SSSQ got the space, but one of the player for this very team have had got knocked out. But I guess Counter is but Uji just managed out that revival on time. The healing up job has been already started for the Spirit team. Constant shots, and that will be the blast of that shotting grenade to make out a fine knock. HORAA Esports got that both of the player for the team. Last place standing is over here. HORAA Esports is providing also beautiful gameplay at this present momentum. Really intense, really fine, really aggressive kind of stuff, and intellectual, full of entertainment, full of curious, full of intensity matches or fight at this space. Let's get ready for that. Moli is being carried out as a rusher for them to have it. They're just going for the rush. Last standing at this will be the finish. Counter makes special constant shot, and that will be the very finishing touch. But player 3 HORAA also faced knocked out in context of going for the push. Last 2 teams available by this time. Player 4 for HORAA however has to do 1v2 player at this current momentum. I guess her location has already been closed out for the shot. Player 4 HORAA re-again in the very same situation as like the very first match. She is the clutcher at this current stage. She's just trying to use every available resources at this very present situation concern. It is hard to make out that clutch at this time, but see, just try to defend but not try to attack, and I must consider that as a mistake. Yeah, that will be the very thing. And team I is chicken dinner, and congratulations to this team.
They have got a fine kills before the finishing line, and Ari got this beautiful second on their side. HORAA Esports re again got into the hashtag 2 for two different consecutive matches as in the first and the third. Last game standing for the day. Wisdom is the top fragger with the full frag. I'll meet you at the very next game. Till then, bye bye. We'll be right back after a break.
Okay, guys, the very game has been already started. 51 overall players and 13 teams were over here at this stage of the time. And for the team HORAA Esports as well, 4 of the players are going into the school area, whereas their usual drop has been captured by the team catch at this present momentum. The area where no any teams rather than HORAA Esports used to drop on has been compromised by the team catch incoming at the space, and the team. The rivals CN and ER just started their fight at this stage, but in each and every match, ER has to compromise the draw by being casualty or exited by the team C, and at this current momentum, Mofar at that space, Melody is getting ready to score the shot against the player, but critically, any of the fine damages or fruitful results resulted damages at the time, and Mofar is just getting closer for the fight against Melody. This will be 1-1, and Melody got the chance since she is just taking out its TPP. Taking TPP is easier than attacking at the same time. If you ask me, then we have to talk about the team ER. Last round starting for this very team, where 2 of the player already got knocked and finished. In this very present situation, 49 player and 13 teams were available over here. Let's get ready for that. CN Sweetie is over here. 49 overall players and 13 teams were over here. Let's go. Nice knock. Fighting for the finish. Here, Baby Worm is at on this space to talk about it. Here, Baby Worm is over here at in this very presence. Is very concerned to just look after it. Okay, guys, Boyla just got knocked out. Sweetie is at on this area. They have had already grabbed out 2 of the kills for the teams. The revival need to be get started in this very present scenario. Constant shots are coming against them. The revival has been already started for the team. ER No Pride is at on this area to talk about it. And that was a nice knock at the place. That is really great. And Haber has to go for the fight again. In this very presence is very concerned. Baby Worm just got knocked out. No Pride will be the last in the list place standing. For the Sweetie has not for the only for Sweetie, but for the team ER as well. That was compromised. As the last place standing, it is really hard for her to deal with the situation that we are just looking after. And as like I mentioned out, the very last in the list player standing just got exited as like in the very first match. They are being the one who need to compromise is an every drop against C1. This was how will coordinate the team C1 is. They haven't lose any of the players in this very fights where the whole squad for the enemy team got exited, and that was a fact that we must need to considerably talk about. And in this very present situation, we have had 11 teams since this match has been started. 2 teams, I guess, not 2 but 13, as 2 of the teams who call RYU and ER just got exited from the lobby and on this corner stage. And that was a nice knock at and that was a true fact. Let's get ready. KATZEYE got knocked out. Let's get ready for that. Let's get moving. So let's get ready for him. Allies just going backward it. And KATZEYE. And let's get moving with that. The very vehicle approach. They do have had this vehicle Only 1 minute and 50 seconds left in this very present scenario, and this is the very stage 1. So we need to move for the another stage of the zone, that will be stage 2. So let's get ready for that. In this very of the present situation, refueling job has already been done. Player to HORAA has been knocked by KATZEYE. Okay, HORAA Esports is facing some sort of casualty by being fight against the team the fight that they were never ready for since from the day 1. This is the very day 2, so don't know how to compromise their top area. This is new to them, probably for this event only, but that was true. But let's just get ready. Yes, is managing out being here. Okay, that will be nice knock by player for HORAA, but player for HORAA. Oh, nice knock, nice second knock. Our player is just coming from. Okay, 22 battles need to be done at the time. Revival need to be restarted, and that has already been started. Player 1 HORAA is at that offside area. The enemy team are not being able to come directly at the apprehensive area at this current momentum. The player has already been revived, and for the team KATZEYE, I guess the revival haven't been done, but yeah, one of the player has just faced revival, but has been at this space. And okay, I guess another one is over here trying to shot. Nice knock, and this will be the squad down by the team HORAA Esports. They did it beautifully on their side. That is a very beautiful fight that they just it out. 38 players and 10 teams were over here at in this very stage of the time. For the team KSC, 3 players standing. Okay guys, let's just get ready for that. This one is at this very area. Let's get moving with the very vehicle approach. SSSQ is over here. SSSQ Pupi Bhiane, SSSQ Zakura, SSSQ Kuntrin, SSSQ Uzi is over here at this space. And Swan, Kaisa and Dwayne is the very 3 place standing at this very space. Let's see how they're gonna be managing out the very battle. And let's just get moving. Swan is just moving out of the way. Only 2 minutes and 22 seconds left in this very pleasing scenario for the team RE as well. The RE Anawi. And they're just moving ahead. By this time, only 10 teams left in this very pleasing scenario with 38 players on this very pleasing situation. For the team EA, Babbling got 2 kills, whereas RE also got 2 kills. Nemesis and AI Sway is here with a range of the frag points. And Melody is over here. Okay guys, CL Melody is just moving ahead by this very time. The bandage blank process has been already started for this period. He is trying to go for the swords against the team. Well, they are trying for the fight. Let's go. Luke is getting ready with that the very grenade. And that will be knock, I guess. Let's go. Okay, nice knock from train. That will be finished. But another one player just come from the behind. Let's get ready for that. Front line also. We are very dangerous thing to just look after it. And from the offside area, Yamtain is trying for the swords at this very present scenario, looking after the quarantine at this current momentum. 37 players and 10 teams are available at this very present scenario. How will they go for it? That is the very questionable thing. Let's get up. SSSQ Zakura is over here. Okay guys, let's get ready for that. Let's get moving with that very vehicle approach. Aber has to go with that. In this very presence is very concerned to just look after it, and I am definitely hoping for the best for this very team. All they're gonna be managing out the very battle. That is the very question that is raging in our mind. So let's just encounter and know how they do this. Only 1 minute and 50 seconds left. Yes, I have talked about that. This is the very last match for the day. अन्तिम गेम रहेको छ साथीहरू. ठिक छ, 37 को ओभर प्ले the swear teams. Okay guys, SSSQ Zakura is over here. Only 1 minute and 19 seconds left in this video. Present scenario for the team JS. There are overall 4 men standing. Okay guys, only 1 minute left in this very present scenario. This is a very stage 2 and we are going for the another stage of the zone. That will be stage 3rd. So let's just get ready for that. For Mr. JS is over here. Okay guys, that is the very true fact. Let's get moving with that. Only 35 seconds left for the another stage of the zone and we are being well prepared for that, I guess. For the team Esports, they have got 4 kills by being fight against the team Cats at on the area of school as we encounter the whole battle over there. For the team SSSQ, 4 players standing where they have got only 1 frag and that has been contributed or collected by the player 𝐒𝐋𝐎𝐓, and this kill was one of the player for the team Val. For the team Val, they have lose 𝐒𝐋𝐎𝐓, so 𝐒𝐿𝐿 was that kill. And BL Wisdom is looking for the opportunity that she just got but couldn't able to utilize it on the time. And I guess she definitely regret it at some point, but never mind. She's just getting back. She don't wanna be dead like as her teammate who just got exited like that. As that current stays away, Wisdom is just getting upward. This is a very stage start and we have to go for the another stage of the zone. That will be our stage 4th. By being ready for that, there is HORAA Esports, 3 players standing. One of the player for this team has already got exited, trying to go for the shots, and I guess player 1 HORAA just got knocked out at the space. Player for HORAA is more conscious about the game, having a super shot, and that will be the very second knock will be there, but no, she got flicks out. At this time player last standing is over here, and but yes, she couldn't able to do that 1-in-1 as well. But she one just entered the battlefield where EA are ruling at this time. They have already grabbed out 7 frags for the team, and that is really impressive at this current momentum. So great to know that, I guess, and that is the very thing. For the team EA, they have already grab out 7 frags for them to have had. She and one just got entered, and one of the player for that certain team got knocked out. But I guess the revival was pretty much efficient, so they did that and trying to go for the shots. And okay, one of the player for the team EA just got knocked out. Boila is over here. She don't know the exact location, I guess, and NIKK has just got closer for the battle. I guess Kulan is trying for that knock. Mistake on my part. Okay, he's facing double side shot as by now she got knocked out, and that will be the finishing touch. Babbling will be the last standing over here. And the Boila location has already been compromised, but not Babbling's. I just guessed that. So Boila is coming closer, but I don't know if she have the clue of the last and remaining player by the time or not. That is still a question that is being created on my mind. Let's get moving with the very vehicle approach. Okay, guys, Steven Boila is over here. 30 players and 9 teams are over here at on this very space. Okay, guys, let's just get ready for that. Only 20 seconds left. I have to talk about that. This is the very stage third. Only 13 seconds left in this very present scenario. Haber has to go with that the very vehicle. And in this very current stage to talk about, let's get into the very zone. This is the very stage 4, and we are going for another stage of the zone. That is definite, and I am forced you to be ready for it. Okay, one of the players who says just got knocked out at this current stage. Yes, guys, the very first player has been compromised, but Sassy already went there for the revival, and the revival has already been started. And in this very current situation, which is a very essential part of the thing to just do. So let's just get ready for this. So the bandage applying process has already been started to do, and Habit already done that for the team C, and for the team RYU as well. And NIKK just got knocked out at on this very presence is very person. That is a very fine thing to just talk about it. Guys, that was a fun fact. Teams are being ready at this very current stage to talk about it. So let's just get ready in this very present scenario. Teams are being ready at this space. The revival has already been started as well. At this very present scenario, last 8 teams are left in this very present situation. For the team 4M as well, the very first game champion teams were over here without any of the flag points. Moreover, they haven't lost any of the teammates as well, so they are in a fine state of match. As I have to say about that, the team, they must have to get ready in this very present scenario. Where Mr. Gias is over here. Players are getting taken down as this momentum, which is not so good to talk about it like that. 24 players and 7 teams are available. And in this very present situation, concern to just look after it. Okay, guys, let's just get ready for this. For Gulagi Venera, Misa GS is at on this very space. 24 players and 7 teams are available. For the team SASSY, 4 players standing. For the team 4M, players are getting knocked out as like that. It is being some sort of serious situation. And the guys, let's go. Players are getting knocked out as a and that's it, knocked. As well, and last one standing. SASSY already corrected by the certain team. SASSY is getting into the action against the team sxsq. Team ESports is here with the very 3 standing. That looks a finish as well. For the team SASSY, they have already got that certain 4 kills. 17 players and 6 teams were over here. J got knocked out. 17 players. Team SASSY, they got 4 kills as well at this stage, and that is really a very fine thing. Being ready with the very grenade, Habit has to go with that. Okay, guys, at the very top side area, players are being knocked out. So the players just got knocked out. Which very present scenario, last room standing will be just Steve and just Jimmy. So let's just get moving.
With that of the thing, let's get into the very fight for the team Ari. I guess there is the very two player for the team ZS and so on. We must have to be ready for the battle that's gonna be happening here soon. The bandage playing process has already been started in this very current scenario. To build players in 4 teams where over here Team Val have had 3 players available. Moreover, Team CN have had only 2 women standing. For the Team Val, name 10 just got knocked out at the space, and last 2 men standing will be our Voided and Wisdom, since NM10 just got finished out. And she was the only frag for the team who have had contributed 1 frag for the team. Yes, by this time only 4 teams left. So all available 4 teams will able to grab out 4 points as a placement. That is really a considerable factor to talk about. Sassy, Team Sassy is over here. They have had got already 4 kills, but by this time, 2 frag has been contributed by Odyssey and Porade kill by Sui, and Bam Sassy just trying to get up for the battlefield proposes. Sui Sassy at in the offside area, as I have to talk about that, and trying to win the Team ZS, whereas the very first player for the Team Zini just got knocked out, and that's trying to make it out of finish, and that will be the fine finish. Last room is starting for the Team Val. 3 teams available. 8 of the players are over here. Which teams will be the very champion team to grab this game on the side? That is the very questionable factor to talk about it. While Violet is still here, so is Sassy. Got knocked out at on that top side area. We definitely have to be here. Violet is trying to go for the shots. So is Sassy just got finished out. So last 3 minutes standing for this very team as well. For the Team Val, 2 women standing, so do Cian. Cian also have had 1 woman standing. As is being a very constant sort against the enemies. 11 kills by the team C1. Hoila and Sweetie will be the casualty for the spirit. Also got knocked out. And Sassy will be the last standing. But I should fight that 1-in-1 job. Both will be the swords, but Melody did it all by his own. So this will be the battle of 1v2 against the team Bal. At the last, she and Melody have to do this, and I guess Melody was the top fragger for the team in the lobby. The vehicle health has been compromised as this face a lot of damages at the guns and swords. Okay, wisdom. Unable to delete out a fine connection while it is at on that side. I guess the smoke process of using smoke will be a good decision make it out by her at this current stage. She have to be safe from our area. Just moving ahead. Aspire not to be smoking out the area in order to go for the push. Team Val is doing really great in this very present scenario, or in this very of the match. They are trying for the chicken, but moreover to be Team CN, they have already grab out 15 frags on their name, whereas the very 5 frag has been contributed by the solo player, that is Melody. As per out to be, Melody just got back. And let's get ready with that the very grenade. The vehicle has already been blasted. The first using process has been started by this quick time, and it is a really essential part to do by now. Let's get ready with that the grenade could be able to do that 1v2. This is a very questionable factor, and this goes the grenade. And that doesn't deal any of the successful connection at that time. Getting ready for the another one. I guess enough. Nice nade. Have us go for the last one. Yeah, let's go. Okay, that was nice. Last player is at a very low at 1. Let's go. We will get our manage out, but no, this time the chicken was for the team Pal, and they did it. With that very 4 kills, 4 and 10, 14 pointer match for the team, but the team C, and that was great. At the last, she did try for her best, but yeah, the destiny and assist are different. Okay, guys, Melody was the top fragger with 5 frag. Congratulations for the team, and thank you so much for watching till over end. Bye bye. Take care. We'll be back on the very day. Till then, tata. Bye bye. Good night.